Yes, this is you. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whatever time you're watching this, hello. Today, I want to share that our son DJ was featured in the Moebius Syndrome Foundations quarterly newsletter. Now, this newsletter is great because it provides some information and resources for the Moebius Syndrome community. Our story is also featured in this newsletter. I'm going to insert a video reading that story so that you can read it just in case you don't have time to go to the website. But I want to shout out the Moebius Syndrome Foundation's executive director, Jenny Whitman. She's super responsive and communicative, and I consider us lucky that we've had the opportunity to connect with her. And I want to shout out the Moebius Syndrome Foundation because they provide so many resources for our community. This being such a rare disorder, there isn't a lot of research, but the Moebius Syndrome Foundation does fund research. And so I'm super appreciative of them for that. For parents of children with additional requirements, with special needs, with rare disorders, I encourage you to check out the foundations that are dedicated towards your specific needs, and also check out the meetups, the Facebook groups. We are currently a part of the Moebius Moms and Dads Facebook group, and we decided to sign up for the Moebius Syndrome Foundation information and newsletter and all those things as soon as we got our diagnosis. So that was at about the 5-month or 6-month mark. You don't want that? You don't have to have that. And once we signed up for the Moebius Syndrome Foundation info, we got a mailing with a bunch of different resources, books, and things like that. Moebius Syndrome Foundation also has a biannual conference, and so we're going to attend the next one that's coming up. This has a spray that you can. Okay. So we found the Moebius Syndrome Moms and Dads group on Facebook to be super informative and helpful. We've also found the Moebius Syndrome Foundation, oh, thank you, to be super informative and helpful. So I just wanted to shout out those two groups and say that if you are on a journey with a child with special needs or additional requirements or a rare disorder, to please join as many groups as you can possibly join, because that way you have access to more resources than you would if you were trying to do this on your own. Peace. Our journey with Moebius syndrome began when DJ was about 3 months old, though we noticed signs much earlier. From the start, we could tell he wasn't moving his face like most babies do. When DJ was born, his blood sugar dropped and he spent 2 weeks in the NICU. While we were there, we were told he had an insufficient suck and needed chin support to take milk from his bottle. That was our first indication that something might be different. We also noticed that when he cried, he didn't furrow his brow or frown the way most babies do. Despite those early challenges, DJ did very well with breastfeeding, first exclusively and then alongside solid foods until about 12 months. From what I've learned through our support groups, that isn't very common for babies with Moebius syndrome, which made it even more meaningful to us. Once we were home, we shared our concerns with our pediatrician about his lack of facial movement. She referred us to a neurologist who asked us to come in right away. It was during that visit that we first heard the words Moebius syndrome. Hearing the diagnosis was overwhelming. I was scared, mostly for DJ, and I wondered what his life would look like. How would he connect with other children, and how would the world treat him? Alongside the fear, though, there was also a sense of relief. My instincts had been right, and we were taking the steps needed to understand how to support him. Since his diagnosis, DJ has been receiving support through our state's Infants and Toddlers program, which provides resources for children with developmental differences. He participates in occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy. We are especially proud of the progress he's made in movement and communication. While he isn't walking yet, he can crawl and pull himself up to stand. We're hopeful he'll be walking soon, especially since he's such a big and strong boy. Speech has been more challenging, but he continues to make strides. We can recognize phrases like ready, set, go when he's playing on the slide or swings, and thank you when he's handed a toy that he wants. He also signs milk, food, and much more, which has been an incredible way for him to communicate. Our days, in many ways, feel very normal. DJ has a 4-year-old sister who he absolutely adores. He follows her around and plays alongside her, and like any siblings, they sometimes argue over toys and share snacks. We have therapy sessions every other week, and DJ is becoming more comfortable and confident with his therapists. At his core, DJ is a typical little boy. He loves when people mimic him, and he laughs at silly faces and sounds. If there's one thing I want people to understand about Moebius syndrome, it's that it looks different for every child. My hope is that when people see DJ, they look beyond his inability to smile in a typical way. I hope they see his personality, his determination, and everything he's capable of. Most of all, I hope he grows up always feeling supported, understood, and deeply loved. This journey has taught me patience, resilience, and how to truly go with the flow, something my husband has been trying to teach me for years. Deucey, what you doing? Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
No.